Hello and welcome to the Kristin Carrera podcast. Welcome back if you've been following along. And if you are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, follow along, and comment. I love to hear where you are on your journey. Today, we're diving into a question that I get many times: how to stay motivated on a carnivore diet. This one's a little tricky, but I'm going to give you a few tips because at the end of the day, it really just boils down to your why and how strong are you to keep going. Is your why strong enough for you to keep moving forward on this way of eating? And so that's what it really comes down to, I believe. I don't think that anybody can really push you, to motivate you to stay consistent, to stay on track. It is something that you truly want to feel. It is truly something that you want to have in your life. And I think that once you start seeing those positive changes, that is going to determine whether or not you stick to a carnivore way of eating. So let's dive in and explore a few things. First up, clear goals. Make a small goal. I started with 30 days, a 30-day carnivore challenge, New Year's resolution. New Year's is around the corner. Why wait? Let's start now. Let's start the Friday after Thanksgiving. If you haven't started yet, DM me over on Instagram or on Nostr and I will help get you started. But overall, set a goal. It's important to know why you're starting the carnivore diet in the first place, right? That goes back to your why. Why are you starting? Write them down so that you can see them. Put it in front of you so that you see it every single day. Are you looking to improve your energy levels, manage your health conditions, or simply feel better overall? What is your reason to do the carnivore way of eating? This is going to serve you in the long run. A constant reminder of your why is what is going to keep you focused. Next, let's talk about meal prepping. I am definitely not a meal prepper. So I pretty much like to overcook. I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing or not, but I have always overcooked because I'm scared of not having enough food and somebody wanting to go back for more. And so I rather overcook and have leftovers. I also do this because leftovers are an easy way to have lunch the next day. So in a way, I'm kind of meal prepping without having to spend a few hours a week in the kitchen. Usually a lot of the people that I know that meal prep will start on Saturday or Sunday. They'll take that time to take a few hours out of your day and meal prep. This is a great way if you are the type of person that will give yourself the excuse of there's nothing to eat, I can't figure it out. Carnivore is simple. It is so simple because you're just literally eating beef, bacon, and eggs. That is it. And if you're implementing dairy, then add your dairy in. But making sure that you have those meals ready for the week is going to help you with deviating or looking into the refrigerator or the cabinets for things that you should not eat. My other advice to you: you shouldn't have things in your refrigerator or cabinet that you shouldn't eat unless you have kids. I have kids, so they do have certain snacks that I do not eat. Although in our home, we are trying our best to have things that barely have sugar, no seed oils, things like that. And so a lot of the snacks are on the healthier side, quote unquote, but they're not for me. And I know they're not for me. And I'm not tempted by their snacks. So make sure that if you can, take everything that you should not eat out of your cabinets, out of your refrigerator, out of your freezer, get rid of them. That is going to help you a lot in order to stick to your plan. And the meal prepping is more about those people who have very busy days and don't have time to maybe make lunch or dinner every single day. And so that is definitely going to help you. Another key strategy that I have found is a support system. Connect with others who are also following the carnivore diet. There are many groups in Facebook. They're not all strictly carnivore, but they are a big help. You can find people over on Instagram. I'm over on Instagram and on Nostr. So definitely reach out, find your social media groups, your forums, and even friends and family who are willing to try to do the carnivore way of eating with you. Sharing your experiences, your challenges, your successes with others. This can provide motivation and accountability. Plus, it's a great way for you to get a better understanding through the community of, and they understand what you are going through, right? Because they are also going through the same thing. So having somebody who can relate to you is very important. Now, let's address those social situations. It can be tough going through to a party or to a dinner or wherever you're going, right? One way to stay motivated on your meal plan, if you know that you're going to be attending a party, now, for example, Thanksgiving is around the corner, bring your own carnivore friendly meals. Offer to bring a dish. And if it's like this big meal that they're supplying for everybody, ask if it's okay to bring your own meal. What I do, I usually, if I know it's not going to be like a super late night, I'll eat a really big meal before going. And if not, I take my own dish. I have no shame. I am not eating what you're eating, and therefore I need to bring what I am eating. If you had any type of like severe food allergy and they were having, for example, like you were allergic to seafood and they had all they were serving was seafood, are they going to tell you that you cannot bring your own dish? I mean, if they're not willing to make something for you, which I don't expect for some people to do that, then I'm going to bring my own dish. And I think that they should be okay with that. So take that into consideration. Do not feel bad about asking. Do not feel shy to offer to bring stuff, right? That way you have your dishes with you. That is super important when you are going out. If you're going out to dinner, check out the menu beforehand. Make sure that there's something there that they can accommodate you at the restaurant. Most restaurants will have seafood or steak or chicken that you can have. And what I advise also is maybe eat before going. That way you're not really starving, and then maybe you can get something small wherever you're going out to dinner. Another tip is to stay focused on the positive. Instead of dwelling about what you cannot eat, celebrate the delicious foods that you can eat. Experiment with different cuts of meat, different ways of cooking. Most of the time, if you are strict carnivore, it's only going to be salt, but maybe you'll do okay with a low oxalate seasoning like onion powder and garlic powder. That's what I do now that I've been on this way of eating for a while. I know that those don't affect me. The carnivore diet can be diverse and satisfying if you can be creative in the kitchen. So remember that. And lastly, let's remember that it's okay to have setbacks. Life happens. And there may be times when you stray from your diet. And instead of beating yourself up, acknowledge it, learn from it, and get back on track. Staying motivated with your progress and reminding yourself that it's progress, not perfection, right? We're leaning towards learning, we're leaning towards getting healthier. So remember that when and if you have a setback. Staying motivated on the carnivore diet is all about setting those clear goals, meal prepping, finding support, planning for social gatherings, right? And focusing on the positive and being kind to yourself during those setbacks. So keep those in mind. I hope that these tips helped. And if you want to know anything else, please leave it in the comments, follow, share. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again on the next one.